was a very challenging time. I was in a car accident. I walked out of my house to run an errand, and I came home 5 weeks later.
21, I bought a house in Manor, and I had used up most of my resources to move out here to be closer where my sons attend school at Norwin. I had gone through divorce.
On the way home, I had just a complete passed out, fell apart in Panera, and had to rush in an ambulance to a nearby hospital. Turned into a pretty serious health condition with various gastrointestinal issues and infections. It was the only time in my life that I said, I think it might just be easier to die.
At a time when I felt super isolated in my life, it made me feel like there were other Christians out there who felt the same way I did, and they knew how to reach out to people like myself who maybe were on the fringes, not necessarily, the standard nuclear family, and it made me feel welcome. It made me feel like it didn't matter what my background was, that I could come here and I would be accepted.
My life group actually surprised me and came out there and had life group with me in the nursing home. I mean, I could not have felt more loved through that. You can have some very dark times in that situation, and they really kept me lifted.
At that moment, I got, just a quick text message. It said, the person's name, just wanted to reach out. I heard you were sick. I'm praying for you. That's it, just a quick minute. But it was really at a bad moment. And it said, wow, it made me think about Jesus. Even for that short period of time, heavily medicated, I just stopped and paused. And it gave me a breath of like, okay, we can handle this.
I know Jesus is real. I know He is a very loving God. But to see that demonstrated through the people in my life, it's so real. He is so real. And when they talk about the hands and feet of Jesus, it was so evident that's who these people are.
But that quick little prayer, it probably took her a minute to 2 minutes, maybe even a little bit longer. But it literally, like that entire day, changed my focus, and it made me concentrate on my relationship with Jesus. So it isn't about the extremes, and these little wins, these little acts, is what my relationship should be with Jesus.
Just love people where they are. You don't know what people are going through, and God will bring them to where they need to be. We don't need to play God.
It's a path with Jesus. It's not about like a parental judgment that, I got to be perfect so that you'll love me. And yes, if we keep moving forward and we're working together on this, there are going to be setbacks. As long as our goal is to get to the end result is eternity, and to give to everyone as you can without judgment. Just do what you can. And that's going to have a bigger impact on them than me not doing anything, trying to do a better thing.
I would say loving like Jesus is exactly what Grace Collective did. Was you guys took action, and you met people where they were and when they needed help the most. So I believe that Christ showed us the way through His own life, like how to treat people. He reached out to the people who were at the bottom, and at the top. He talked to everybody, honestly, but he didn't have prejudices against people wherever they were, and he met them exactly where they were, depending on what needs they had.
Like that. And that's who I want to be. That's exactly who I want to be. That is absolutely loving like Jesus. People stepping out of their comfort zone. I had, like I said, meals, company, just so much help during that time. And that's loving like Jesus. Hands and feet, absolutely.